And don't come for DL Hughley. Don't do
that.
That's
our next story. So
what happened with DL Hughley? I said comedian. That's why I said, girl, don't come for DL Hughley.
What happened? So DL Hughley is now involved. He got some things off his chest. He tweeted, ain't it weird that Kanye supposedly has all these goons who will kill for him, but not one of them will get his prescriptions filled? Here's a thought. While you're on your way to kill me in Calabasas, how about somebody stop by CVS and pick up his Xanax? Damn. DL also tweeted, ain't no way in hell I'd ever be scared of a dude who wears some I know what you did last summer boots.
Hell no.
Selena, what do you think about this? DL got dragged into this because he gave an interview on Vlad. He said he's one of the few black men publicly who spoke up and said, hey man, what you're doing ain't right. And I think more men should hold each other accountable, not to bash them, but to kind of be like an OG, like, you know what? It ain't right.
It ain't cool.
It ain't cool. Like,
I think it's good. Another black man. And I don't think DL Hughley has ill will towards anybody. DL Hughley is for our culture. Yes, okay, he was for the culture. He has always been for the culture. I don't care what nobody say. What you're not going to do is come for DL Hughley. And actually, you don't really want to come for DL Hughley because I don't know if you know, but the man is top notch in going in on people. Like he's down to the comedy. He picks people out the audience and just tears them apart. So I don't know if you want to rumble with the D. Okay, you might. And I just think. See, Kanye, I love Kanye. That's my boy. I love Kanye, but I cannot condone certain stuff. When he had me until he said, what's that girl name, Claudia? Until he said Candace Owens. Is that her name?
Yes, was the only one that had his back, wasn't calling him bitter or something like that.
Girl, when he said Candace Owens, I checked out. Because she's the worst human in history. Ew. So to use her as a source, I mean, Trump is bad enough, but Candace Owens.
Hey, ladies, an update in the chat. They're saying Kanye gave out DL's address.
That's wrong. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's dumb. Come on, Jay. You know better than this.
I'm going to tell you something. Choices, when you make choices, boy, can they now, DL now can sue him, correct? For giving out his information or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that's invasion of privacy. Yeah. So, I just...
Kanye also mentioned the name of the school that his daughters go to. Why would you do that? And you're going to have a bunch of people outside. Like, he's not moving like someone that has been in the media and has been a superstar.
Knows all that information?
Huh?
Are they friends that he knows all that information?
He probably has somebody get it for him.
Yeah.
It's not right. That's not right.
It's not.
And it's not necessary.
It really isn't.
This is immature. This is not necessary.
Let me just say allegedly on all these things. This is allegedly, this is what we're hearing. So we're not confirming these as facts, but we're saying allegedly is what we've heard so far. Okay. We want to make sure we keep it, all the way truthful here on Cocktails.
I hate this. I hate this whole situation. I hate it for Kanye. I hate it for Kim. I hate it for Pete. I hate it for all of them. And I hate it for the kids the most.
More than anything else. I agree with you 100% on that,
because this is so unnecessary. This is stupid.
They have to realize that their behavior, once it's out there, these kids, they can easily Google stuff comes up, and kids are mean. Kids will tease you, your daddy, you're this or whatever this, or, so I wish that they would handle this like adults, because it is about the children, and the kids don't deserve this.
Selena, do you still talk to Kanye? Like, would you be able to like call him? Do you feel comfortable? No,
I don't talk to him like that. I don't, and I wish I could.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that
what would you say to him if he was watching right now? What would you say?
What I would say if he was watching right now is, Kanye, you are a man of God. And if you are a man of God, you have to ask yourself, is this what Jesus would do? Is this what God will want? There is, and listen, I'm all for the, you got to speak your mind, stand up, speak your piece, fight for your rights. You will not be silenced. I do not feel like Black men should be silenced. And I do feel that society does that in some instances. But I think there's a level of couth that is not being considered in this instance. And I just really want him to follow his own advice, follow what the Bible tells you, because you say that you're following the Lord. So if you're following God, you have to ask yourself, is this something that he would want? And that's all I'm saying. And if your answer is yes, then.
Well, Selena, you didn't see him. He was on the thing doing a whole like prayer and everything.
Just because you pray don't mean that God said do what you're doing. And I know for a fact some of the things that you're doing to Pete and giving people's addresses and things of that nature, that allegedly is not of God. Mm-hmm. Allegedly, those things are not of God. But the things you're doing to Pete, we know those are happening because we see them on your social media.
And can
those
I tell you something?
God.
And can I just piggyback on that? You know, I hate when people try to use God as a convenience. It's just, you know, he's watching. And you will be held accountable for your actions. So, you know, to use him at your convenience and, you know, it's disturbing to me. I
think it's wrong to do that because there are people that really do live that life and they really do put God first. And I think when you're on one hand making a video about decapitating someone and then in the very next breath, you're talking about God. I think you're making a mockery out of religion. I think you're making a mockery out of God. I think you're making a mockery out of prayer. You know what I mean? Like you're praying about this. And I just, like, dude, you're all over the place. All over the place. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to get back on track. We got a whole bunch more to talk about. We'll be right back with more Cocktails with Queens.